and a president who really doesn't sort of have a sense of tone in terms of the moment.
There are actually two ways to look at this, because, you know, your first instinct is to look at this, right?
Yeah.
Right? And to say, how horrifying is that? And it's the truth. There's another way to look at it, too, which is, I mean, you know, George W. Bush told us to go shopping, to go to malls after 9/11, show those terrorists. Here, I think there are probably one or two terrorists in ISIS, because this is how they make their money, right?
Right.
This is Al-Qaeda funded their operations by kidnapping Europeans and getting ransom money, right? And so they are negotiating with Spock, with a pitching wedge here. No, they really are. He is Spock. Maureen Dowd calls him Spock. He's Spock. And I'm sure there may even be one or two, like, terrorists, Willie, over in Syria right now, looking at him going, wow, that's one cold bastard. I mean, like, he goes golfing on Martha's Vineyard. And by the way, people might be watching going, are you criticizing the president or not? I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that this is how terrorists fund their organizations. And if the president were in the White House wringing his hands and weeping and holding breath, no, he's out golfing. And it's horrible for the parents, but it does send a message to the terrorists. I'm sure Barack Obama would say, you know, if we can't go golfing at an exclusive golf course in Martha's Vineyard, then the terrorists have already won.
Right. No, I don't think he's saying that.
I'm not making light of any situation. I'm merely pointing out these are horrible, horrible optics domestically, but internationally, Willie, for terrorists, it's basically like, screw you. Screw you. We're not going to live by your rules.
Yes.
Try to follow that.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I follow what you're saying. So we know that this president, this White House, has no time or patience for what we call optics and theater. I'm doing the job. If I play golf once in a while, so be it. In this case, though, and I always hate the vacation and golf criticism that happens every summer with every president.
Because they're working 24 hours a day.
We know the president can do his job wherever he is. So.
And by the way, let's just say right here, presidents are always working.
Right.
Even on a golf, whether in a golf course or behind a desk.
Yes.
They're always working.
Yes. So that's the first part of my story. And the second part is, but in this case, you had such a horrific act, and people saw it, and it was on the front page of newspapers, and the family was crying. You think out of respect, just for the family even, forget what the press thinks about it, for the family, maybe just take a step back and quietly go about your job. Now, he is attacking ISIS relentlessly right now. Airstrikes again yesterday, airstrikes this entire month. It's not like he's sitting back and doing nothing.
Yeah. By the way, I want to say, I don't want to confuse anybody here, Mika. I couldn't have done it.
Right.
I could not have gone out and played golf. Right. I just couldn't have done it. That said, you know, Maureen Dowd always calls him Spock. He's kind of Spock. Yeah. And in this case, as maddening as that may seem, it may work. I do wonder, though, when you look at these terrorists, what are they thinking? Like, they just traded in a war-weary, sleeping giant for a pissed-off country. And the story always ends the same. Let's see. No, it didn't. Osama bin Laden's... No, wait a second. He got a bullet through his eye. Oh, but Saddam Hussein got... No. We actually ripped off his head from his body after he was hung. Dresden, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Zalkari. I mean, they have placed a huge target on their backs by doing this. And I'm seriously, when are the bad guys going to understand that it's just better to walk on the other side of the street? Go ahead, pick on Europeans. They'll pay you ransom. They're on a vacation from history. And again, I'm not being facetious here.
No,
there's no jingoism here. This is just stupid.
Nothing piques the conscience of war-weary Americans than pictures like the ones we saw yesterday all over the front pages. Horrifying, and you can't just sit and let it go by.
You cannot let this go by. They have exposed themselves.
Your brother, your father, your